One. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Big Gouch's Stock Investing Shows, completely out of pocket, top of money in your pocket. I'm Austin, back with the boy, singular. Uh-oh.
Oh, indeed. Hey, what's up, Big Gauchos? It's your boy, Big Gaucho Tyler. We back with another banger video. We are missing Dave, but don't worry, he is in a good place right now. Where is he, Osti?
Yes, sir. Dave's actually off in Dublin with Big Goucho Canal, and they are patronizing a real Irish pub. So probably gonna have a long night, and we wish him a speedy hangover recovery.
Of
But
course, of course.
of course, of course. But I'll do Dave's thing since he's not here. Make sure if you haven't, like and subscribe to Big Gauchos, and after you do that, we'll get into the story. All right, we got it. We got it. Thank you very much. All right. First thing we got to get into, as you saw in the thumbnail, economy could be in trouble. The interest rates are going through the roof. So what happened, and it has been happening this week, interest rates have had their biggest jump since July of 2020. I'm sure you've heard everybody or like one of your relatives say, hey, interest rates are at a historic low. It's a great time to buy a house. Well, that is no longer true because they've only been going up and people are cranky about it. A 30-year fixed mortgage is now sitting around 3.09% interest base. That's up from 2.97 on average. So it might not sound like a lot, but that's a difference of a lot of money for most mortgages. But it's because people are optimistic that the vaccine will help with the illness and that we'll be able to return to normal and that we won't need to have these low interest rates to stimulate the economy. But consequences for that as well. And you can thank Jay Powell for all of this. Rising interest rates are also mean higher housing prices. I think the saying is for every 1% that interest rates go up, the price of houses goes down 10%, just because it's just not as easy to access money anymore to buy a house and borrow money from banks. So less affordable to you, then the demand goes down, prices go down, and hopefully we might start seeing some more inventory on the market.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Even inflation, another reason for the increase in interest rates is because we're printing too much money and people are afraid that the dollar will not be worth as much as it usually is.
Yeah.
And yeah, for right now, home for sales has been at a historic low, about 25.7%, which is about 1.04 million homes for sale. And what are we looking at? Do you think we're going to have a real estate or economic crisis in the near future? I mean, the way it's going, if it keeps going up, I definitely think a lot of houses are going to start hitting the market and prices are going to start going down.
Yeah. That's the question I was wondering too. So I don't know if it's going to be a crisis. I think there's definitely going to be a correction, but the way that we've propped up this inflation and the expectation that we've set for interest rates, it's not really looking too good as far as economic impacts go. This is definitely going to make a big splash in a very small pond. So I think people should be on the lookout for home prices to drop a little bit while money becomes more expensive to get. And that's not just for houses, it's, generally lending out money. So, I mean, whether you're buying a car or doing like an installment loan or a credit card, just expect things to start getting more expensive. And you can thank Jerome Powell for that one. What do you think, Tyler?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely with you on that. Housing, the housing prices will start to go down. I mean, I'm in the market, so if it goes down, I'm not going to complain, but still want that interest rate to stay low. I mean, even the stock market's been taking a big hit these past 3, 4 days. Dow Jones has just been bad. It's been dropping. I think we lost 300 points today, something like
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, it was down as far as almost 500 at one point during the day. Yeah, it's been really ugly out there because people aren't taking too kindly to this news. Even though the bond yields are really high, that means people might start pulling out of stocks and other more risky investments just because they can make a higher, safer return somewhere else. So something to think about.
Yeah, make sure you have some liquidity currently just in case there is a big correction to
Yeah.
buy into this. I'm currently 90%, 95, 99% exposed into the market right now. So I might pull out some money. I might just let it ride and just double down if it does drop, but definitely be careful on these high volatility, high risk stocks because change might be coming.
Yeah, I mean, this was my theory all along. My my portfolio is probably 70 to 80% in cash right now, just because I was like, hey, we're coming up on a year of the illness in March that shall not be named. And I was just thinking like I gotta be out of my portfolio by then. So I've actually sold off most of it. So hopefully if some good deals come up, then I can get back in for some long-term value. That's what I'm really going for.
Hell yeah. So get ready, guys. It's almost time. We've been talking about this for such a long time. And who knows, this might be the start of something great.
It's a bear trap. It's a bear trap. Ooh. But
Ooh.
guess you'll have to see what happens. Just keep an eye on your stocks in the next coming weeks. But you're also going to have to keep an eye on Disney because we got some interesting news coming out about them from Big Gaucho Tyler.
Oh yeah. So no more Disney magic for those kids. You know how we love the kids, and Disney currently just announced that they are closing 60 of their Disney stores throughout the North America this year. I remember when I was a kid going to the Disney store, it used to be so magical. I saw all the Disney toys and I was like, I want them all. Well, because of the virus and a lot of lockdowns, a lot of the Disney stores aren't making ends meet, and no one's really going out to buy at actual retail stores, especially in malls. So they are starting to focus on e-commerce, and overall e-commerce as a market has increased 32.4% last year, which is about $791 billion in 2020. So yeah, Disney is starting to take a shift to more online stores, reamp their e-commerce and say goodbye to walk-in Disney stores, unfortunately.
Hmm. I mean, it's it's probably a good move. Um, I think the market's definitely shifting towards online sales, and there's apps like Shopify that make it super easy. This is starting to sound like a brand deal. But I think it's the way of the future, and if they start adopting it early, they're going to be in good shape for a long time. It's probably a good thing too because the illness seems to be like an ongoing thing. It's lasting a lot longer than any of us thought it would. So I think it was the right move.
Oh yeah, definitely. They currently Disney has 300 Disney stores, which many of them are in malls and other, highly populated areas.
Mm-mm.
And they were all affected negatively, so I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to close more. And obviously their theme park is coming back eventually. I think they just announced that California Adventures might be opening up soon in California.
Dang.
Ooh. So,
Yeah, I mean, with all the malls dying or being converted into other things, there's really no reason for Disney to be there and suffer. They're just gonna be bleeding money after, their parks are already closed and they can't make any movies. So I think it might be sad for nostalgia purposes, but long term, it's good for the pocket, and eventually it will be good for the
uh,
heart as well.
oh yeah, good for the heart, good for the pocket. So we'll see how Disney does. I mean, their stock is crazy right now at $190. So I definitely
Yeah.
see Disney as a long-term buy. If you have the equity to put some money into it, I think Disney's a hit.
Hmm. I would agree. Yeah, buy that dip on Disney. Traditionally it's a blue chip stock, so honestly you shouldn't have too much to worry about. Knock on wood.
Oh yeah.
Mm. Well, you might not have too much to worry about on Disney, but you got even less to worry about with this new company from Iron Man himself and the legend Bill Gates. Ooh,
Ooh.
dang. All right,
So
we
yeah.
got a big one. This is kind of an interesting one. Love these pictures. Robert Downey Jr. and Bill Gates are investing pretty heavily in an electric vehicle company called Turntide Technologies. Ooh. Basically, what they're trying to do, they're not necessarily into cars, but they're trying to produce a more efficient electric motor. And basically, the motor that they're going to be making has a constant flow of electricity, so it reduces consumption and overall battery waste when people have to replace them. So basically, instead of like a normal electric car battery will just like start and stop the current, and that can cause premature wear on the battery itself. So with this one just constantly circulating at a low voltage, I think this is how it works. I'm not a scientist. they're just able to save some life on the battery and hopefully have a longer lasting vehicle. Important to note, they're kind of pulling a Nikola. They don't have a real product yet, just concepts. Hopefully they won't try to roll any trucks down hills anytime soon.
Okay, guys. So, like Asti said, it's like a Nicola. We don't know it yet, but concept, great idea. Now we got to figure out if they're going to actually pull through with this and actually come out with a product. Very high. I mean, is this Turntide Technologies a publicly traded company?
It could be when it comes out. So they might do an S pack,
Oh,
which
okay.
all the rage today, as we know. All you need is a celebrity brand power, an idea, and really that's it. You don't even need a product. So just two things.
Oh, geez.
And then you make a bunch
So,
of
I mean,
money
if
and
this,
then destroy the company.
yeah, so I don't know about how I feel about this. Obviously, you got some pretty big names behind it. I'd be careful. If you don't have a product, you don't really have a business. It's just kind of like an idea for, it can only last for such a long time. We all obviously see what Nikola did. They really, took advantage of a lot of people and made them lose a lot of money. What I can tell you is the Lordstown Motors, they actually have a product and they're actually legit. So if you really want to put your money into some type of EV company, then I'd definitely look into Lordstown Motors.
Mhm.
Slight plug.
100%. Yeah, make sure you're when you're looking at these EV companies that you're actually investing in something solid. Like Tyler said, there's a lot of fakers out there. I'm not saying this can't be something real, but you know, Nicola has taught us that there's bad companies out there, and we've been bitten in the past. So just do your homework.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yeah, but Iron Man, Bill Gates, you got two of the biggest names out there. I mean, if you got a couple extra bucks, might as well put some in it. As of right now, it's kind of like a hold, see what they do. Nothing too crazy yet. Don't go all in on them. Please don't. We never know what's gonna happen with these S packs and all that if they do come out.
Should never go all in on anything, except maybe if you go in on two interesting companies together.
Oh
We
yeah,
have
definitely.
Chevron and Microsoft doing some interesting stuff.
Yes, sir. I love the picture though. Bill Gates and the Iron suit, love it.
He's
If you guys
back.
watching on YouTube, definitely take a look at that. But yeah, Chevron and Microsoft are actually partnering together to build a carbon capture plant in California. It would be in the city of Mendota, Cali.
Hmm.
Uh, so the name of it is basically what the title is. The plant is expected to catch about 300 tons of carbon dioxide each year and about 200 tons of agricultural waste as well. I think it's definitely a new idea. They still got to obviously create the plants, but I think clean air is the new wave, especially in California, which is a very highly populated area with a lot of carbon emissions. So, shout out to Microsoft and Chevron. I definitely approve this, and I think they're going to make some pretty solid money with this.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. There's a lot of money in this, especially with the Biden administration supporting a lot of policies like this. I don't doubt that they would get a lot of support and backing for this. But it's interesting that these two companies are combining. Microsoft was never really, thought to be in the energy space, but it's a hot topic these days, and it's important stuff. So I think they're doing a good thing for everybody.
Oh yeah, definitely. Honestly, it'll help Microsoft stock and Chevron. I know Chevron's been taking a pretty big hit with oil. They've
Yeah.
just oil is not the wave anymore. It used to be such a strong stock because everyone said America runs on oil. Well, now the way things are looking, a lot of EVs, a lot of green friendly companies, and all that are coming out now. So I guess that's a new wave. Everyone wants to be a part of it, and including Oilfield Service by Schlumberg NV and Clean Energy System Corp are also part of this deal. So I guess even the oil companies are like, dang, we gotta like figure something else out, or we're gonna go under. So I guess oil isn't as profitable as it once was.
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, I think with the technology, it makes it really easy, but also people are trying to become less dependent on, those kind of fuels. Really, I think the only like big oil stock that's actually doing okay is Exxon, probably just because their dividends are huge and they're in a lot of ETFs and hedge funds, and they're highly recommended because they have very high dividends. But I think if they weren't doing that, they'd be suffering just like everybody else.
Yeah, definitely. ExxonMobil, I respect it, but what I don't respect is those high gas prices. They're killing me.
No, dude,
And
I hate
also,
those too. It's almost three. It's like $3 a gallon now.
oh yes, like where I get gas, it's like 305.
Gotta
It's
head
bad.
over to the. You gotta head over to Walmart gas. That's the secret. No membership card, and I filled up a couple days ago for 263.
Ooh, send me the address. I'm there.
Big move. But
Definitely.
you know where else you can get some pretty cheap gas?
Where at?
Ooh, Costco. Costco's got you
Ooh,
covered too.
Costco.
Boom, got them. But speaking of Costco, hey, they're a publicly traded company and their stock's going crazy. It's actually never really gone down too much. Their online sales are up a whopping 75.8% year over year. Jeez. Sales were 44.77 billion and they were expecting 43.8 billion. So almost $1 billion increase in profit. We gained about a little over $2.14 a share, I think. A lot of this is due to their e-commerce sales, actually, like we were just talking about. So it's really good that people are adapting to it, especially the current situation with the pandemic. Much needed. Also, Costco's had some good PR lately, just boosted their minimum wage to $16 an hour this week. So
Wow.
uh, I know. All I'm saying is Costco doesn't really ever go down. They're kind of like Tesla, but it's actually like a properly valued company. And so you could expect some pretty big long-term gains on this. Dipped about 4% today. So if you're thinking on getting on the Costco train, this is really one of those stocks that never goes down, that I can actually say with confidence.
Oh yeah, definitely. Even when the first pandemic came, we had a huge drop to like 18,000. Costco was honestly going up because everybody wanted to buy groceries and like toilet paper and all that, and everybody just basically bought out Costco. And I love that minimum wage is going up to $16 for Costco. That's great. If they can afford it, go for it. Honestly, I might have to work there now too because they're paying so well. But but yeah, I mean, dude, their stock has just not been phased, and they just keep going up because everybody loves shopping at Costco. They got the membership; they're making a lot of revenue with. They have all these other deals with companies that are giving their merchandise for a discounted price, and who doesn't love discounts? So Costco is definitely a home run. I don't think you can ever go wrong with them. Long term, short term, whatever it is, long term for sure. It's definitely a buy. 4% down, might as well throw some money into Costco.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna blow that big bag on Tesla anyway, might as well actually put it on something reasonable. Go with Costco. It's a lot cheaper too than Tesla right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. I have nothing bad to say about Costco. They've been solid, and especially if e-commerce starts picking up now, people just order stuff from not even have to go to Costco and get Costco prices. Perfect.
I don't have anything bad to say either, man. They're kind of a golden pony. It's hard to find a stock that does as well as this. And Costco's just a good company. Like there's nothing really like you can say that's bad about them. Everybody loves Costco. Doesn't matter who you are.
The only thing I could say that's bad is that they need to bring back their Supreme pizzas because I love everything on it, and they just have cheese and pepperoni, so it's kind of hurting me.
That's true. Food court is very limited due to the illness, but I mean,
Hmm.
$1.50 hot dog is still pretty crazy.
Oh, I know, that's ridiculous.
If you raise the price of the hot dogs,
It's
can't
over.
say the rest of
Sell,
the quote on
sell
here.
out.
Sell it
Huh?
all, sell it all. But just kidding. Don't sell Costco, but you can sell the rest of your portfolio and check out these big winners, big losers, and the sleepers.
Uh, or soundtrack.
Ooh, potato. We got them.
Ooh.
We got
Yeah,
them. Tyler, what's
exactly.
this first one? That's
All
crazy.
right, guys, we got five prime therapeutics up 78.74% today. So they were just bought out by Amgen for $1.9 billion. And basically they are kind of like a pharmaceutical in a sense where they test treatments for stomach cancer. So I guess they got a lot of upside to be bought out for 1.9 billion. They might have something on their hands. So when you find treatments for cancer, your stock tends to go up a lot. So that's one of our big winners for the day.
That's pretty crazy. They were at $21 at close today, and then oh, I'm sorry, yesterday. They were at $21.26 at close, and they're closed at $38 even today.
Oh wow.
Some pretty
It
crazy
is,
big gaucho gains.
dude, hell yeah, dude. I mean, let it keep going, let it ride. Turn into GameStop part two. Let's get it another 100% up.
Yeah, and it's for a good cause too. So it's pretty cool.
Definitely.
hmm
Number two.
Um,
What do we got,
yeah,
Osti?
we also got that Burlington Coat Factory Go Burr. Ha ha ha. Gotta have a JPAL money printer joke in this episode. They
Yeah,
were
I
up
know.
11.19%. So honestly, I'm not sure why, because it's not anywhere close to winter. I don't know why people are shopping at Burlington, but they got some pretty good discounts too. I think they're kind of like Ross. We don't really have them in Arizona just because it doesn't really get cold here, but pretty
True.
popular in other states.
Oh yeah, definitely. Burlington, yeah, I've been starting to see them as more of like a kind of like a second Ross. I
hmm
When I first heard about them, I thought they were like this expensive like coat company that does suits and all that. But then when I actually went to see it, I was like, oh, this is kind of like a more of like a discount store type Ross deal where you can get cool stuff for better prices. So I mean, going up 11%, I could definitely see that. People love to get cheap stuff, so I'm all for it.
Yeah, honestly, very cool. I dig it. But can't all be as good as these big winners. What do we got for these losers? I've never actually heard of this first one.
Yeah, so App Harvest, APPH, is down 34.35%. I looked into them a little bit. So basically what it is indoor agriculture. So basically you get their farms
Hmm.
and all that stuff and grow crops in an indoor enclosed environment. So you get basically all the natural stuff as healthy as the original, but a little bit different way of how they grow it. And I guess people aren't really in favor of this because they're down 34%. So don't buy this stock or buy the
Yeah,
dip. I don't know.
probably don't buy it unless you think it's gonna be like AMC or GameStop. I think it's kind of cool because then like if it's indoors, you don't really have to worry about spraying a bunch of harmful pesticides on the food and all that, and you can really control the conditions so you don't have to use any growth hormones or anything. I think it's pretty cool, but
Mhm.
I guess people don't like it, like Tyler said.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know look into this stock too much, but I mean, if you're down 34% and you think that's going to be a green day tomorrow, might as well pick some up and see if it takes you up like 5%.
Yeah, if you're a mind reader and you make money on that, we'll let you take over the show. Just
Oh,
email us.
definitely. Get that swing trade going.
Leave a comment below. But what's this other one we got here? I've heard of purple before,
Yeah, Purple
I think.
Innovations, PRPL. I think we've all seen this commercial. They're down 32.59%, but the purple mattress, the purple pillow is basically like this weird looking purple mattress with like a bunch of what's it called? Like fibers in it that makes it supposed to be make it very comfortable and like easy for people to sleep on. Supposed to be good for you and all of that. Well, I guess it wasn't good enough for the people because they are down 32% on the day. I mean, mattresses, pillows, and all that, they're pretty expensive stuff. I don't know if a lot of people are actually looking for this. And, I mean, it looks cool in the commercials, I can't lie, but is it a necessity? Is it a need? I mean, mattresses are mattresses. We sleep on it and we wake up and go about our day.
Yeah, it's true. I don't really think. I mean, I've never tried one, so I guess I can't really knock it till I try it. Maybe we can do Big Gaucho's mattress store challenge. We can go to all these all the popular mattress companies that have those ads everywhere, and we'll just try all the mattress startups. But
Dude, I have
um,
to.
yeah, dude, I think it'd be really relaxing actually. I've seen this company a lot when casually browsing Wall Street bets. Um, Purple is definitely a favorite among them. So never know. It could be a little comeback there. So maybe you want to do a small gamble on the dip. Wouldn't really call it
Yeah, it
an
doesn't hurt.
investment, but
Just, a little. pull the slot machine at a casino, never hurt nobody.
Honestly, it's probably about the same odds of making money on purple.
I respect it.
Well, I also respect these sleepers because I am quite tired today. Sleep, sleep,
Sleep,
sleep,
sleep,
sleep,
sleep,
sleep,
sleep,
sleep,
sleep,
sleep, sleep,
sleep.
sleep. Banger, banger,
Rudy off number
banger.
one.
Ooh, all right. Number one, we got FedEx. Um, you know, one of the biggest package companies out there. Don't sleep on FedEx. World's pretty much relying on shipping, especially right now with all these online orders and e-commerce going through the roof. So FedEx had a little bit of a dip today, about 4%. So might be a good long-term one to buy the dip on.
Oh yeah, definitely. The way the world is going now, everything's e-commerce, online shipping. FedEx, UPS, get in on them. They will go to the moon. It's just how the world is evolving right now.
Honestly, yeah, it's hard to lose on a stable stock like FedEx.
Definitely. Especially times like this, how the market is so volatile. Get something
Hmm.
secure.
It's
All right, we
crazy.
got number two, Churchill Capital. So this is an S-Pack. They're supposed to be merging with Lucid Motors. They're another EV company. Um, they're supposed to be kind of like that high-end electric vehicles, kind of like the Rolls Royce or Lamborghinis or Ferraris of EVs. In essence, the reason I put them as a sleeper is because at their peak they were worth $60, and then EV took a big downturn, and now they're back down to around 22 bucks. So they're down $40 within the past 2 weeks. So I
Whew.
don't know about you guys, but if you're down over like 60, 70% within a 2 week span, definitely see some bounce back uh, within the near future. So I want to throw some money into that. Obviously, they're going to be merging with Lucid Motors, and eventually, I think in 2022, they're going to start manufacturing actual electric vehicles. So want to get on it early? Churchill Capital.
Dang, yeah, that's definitely one to check out because I've been kind of checking out those EV companies, and it's not like looking good for a lot of them. Just because like I'll give you an example. Workhorse is down pretty bad. They're down 4% today, but over the last month, they're actually down about 64%. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. I know we were talking about buying them for value a month ago, but hard to say if some of these EV companies can ever come back once they make, a crucial misstep.
Oh yeah, I doubled down on them. So let's hope they do.
Yeah, I mean, I think they will over time, but I think people's expectations of what the stocks can realistically do are just too crazy from seeing GameStop and AMC and all that.
Oh, definitely. The only one that I actually have faith in is Lordstown because they're actually going to make something by the end of the year. So let's pray.
Hmm. They're the goat.
Sir.
But number three, I know we were just talking bad about the oil companies, but if you're on some speculation about if they'll come back, Phillips 66 is a pretty good option for value. They're also a pretty big player in the oil industry, but it's on the cheaper side of the stocks, so maybe check them out if you're looking at oil and gas.
I respect it.
Yeah,
I invested in USO a long, long, long time ago, and I
me
sold,
too.
and since then, no comment.
Yeah, dude, no comment. I haven't. That was the last time I bought an oil stock.
Dude, I looked at their stock right now. I think they're around 40 bucks.
Are you serious? What do we buy at?
Well, we bought at 30.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And
didn't they do a reverse split?
yeah, they did a reverse split and all that, and our average was $30. They came out at 15, and then when we got to around like $29 after like 2 months of waiting, I sold out at a small loss.
Yeah, yeah, I would have glad I took that $15 loss. I wouldn't have held on to it any longer.
Yeah, but
No,
oil
sir.
is, I think, is a dying breed, but never know. They could always come back.
They could always come back, but what's always going to be here to stay is Anchor because they're not partnered with Spotify and they're the best podcasting platform out there. So get your podcast distributed widely and start it in as little as 10 minutes with Anchor. Ooh, let's hit that ad. Banger, banger, banger.
Hey, thank you, Anchor. We
Hey,
love you.
yes, sir. We do love Anchor. So it looks like Canal took. Oh, whoops. Sorry. We hate Ruby Tuesday. No new additions. Pockets are down bad for some of these companies, but no new additions. Um,
Oh yeah,
so sorry. Canal took the dub today. I mean, no, dude. What am I? That was yesterday. Tyler took the dub today.
I did.
Yeah, he did.
Hell yeah. I would love to thank all my fans and everybody that believed in me. I didn't even know I'd win, but I did. I want to give a quick shout out to Kunal. Happy birthday to Kunal. Today's his birthday. He's out with Dave drinking, and
Happy
I at an
birthday, Big
Irish
Gaucho.
pub. Happy birthday, Big Gaucho. But I want to humbly accept my win because I'm the best. And I'm saying that we are still going to go down. We're going to down to 30,600 tomorrow.
30,600.
Oh
Dang.
yeah, we're going. This is the beginning of the crash, bud.
30,600. I'll go 30,000 899. How's that?
Heck yeah, go for it, big guy.
All right, well, can have your
And
cake
then
and eat it too. I mean, I always think I'm in the running to win it, and then the market just swings up and down so violently all day long that like it could go to anybody, honestly.
definitely. And David already put his number in at 31K even.
Hmm.
So Noel's probably going to pick either 31K 100 or 30,509. So one or the other.
Hmm. It's a toss up, and you're gonna have to come back to the next episode and see who the biggest Gaucho winner is. But we want to thank everyone for listening. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed the show. Leave us a voice message on anchor.fm/gauchos, biggauchos.com if you want to send an investing tip. We might play on the show. Tyler, do it.
All right, Big Gauchos, quick disclaimer because we love disclaimers. Everything said on this podcast is our opinions from our experiences. Please, please, please do due diligence and invest safely, Big Gauchos, because we are not liable for any lost gains, but we are directly liable for all major gains because we love to make money with y'all. With that being said, I would love to thank every one of y'all supporting us, watching, subscribing, liking, everything, because we're growing every day. And with that being said, Dave is not here. Aussie, let the viewers know our amazing Instagram.
Yeah, so Dave's gonna be posting on that Instagram. He's gonna put some funny clips up and bloopers from the episodes. It's gonna be at Big Gauchos. We're also on TikTok at Big Gauchos. Lucky to get that username. Pretty much just Big Gauchos on everything. Um, so yeah, make sure to go check us out over there. And once you're done with that, you can also check us out on streaming services. If you aren't already, take us with you on the go, take us to work, show everybody. We're on Apple, Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, Google, Pocket Cast, Breaker, Radio Public, Overcast, or as to on RSS feed anywhere you want. Make sure, especially if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, that is rating 1 to 5 stars. Do not accept anything less than 4.5 stars, and leave us a review. Tell us who your favorite Big Gaucho is and the gains that you made on your stocks. Send that link to a friend. Tyler, got anything else to add?
Yeah. Um, Make sure you stay liquid and be ready to buy the dip.
Yep. March crash is coming. It's just a matter of time. So we'll say we told you so on the next episode.
Oh,
Good night
wait.
from
Kunal just
Arizona.
came in with his number
Oh,
31,100. We called it.
oh, Tyler called it. Tyler got it. So Tyler wins the side bet.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. All right. Good night from
Go.
Arizona. Peace.